creates a notion in the relationship that we're here for each other. We're here to grow and heal each other and together. If you can get into that mode, the spark that ignites the fight will be addressed very differently.
Like a cat chasing a laser, it's like, now it's this thing, now it's that. So she's doing it with herself, and then also kind of expecting me to be doing the same thing with myself.
Rather than,
Right.
then it's like, listen, something is going on. Whenever something upsets us, it's always only a trigger. If you want to stop being irritated by the external, you need to deal with the internal. You need to uproot the feeling. What's a feeling? These dynamics that you have, why are they happening? Right? They're happening because you have certain pain points inside that express themselves through fears, through inhibitions, through all kinds of limitations, and then when they're touched, you get defensive or you get aggressive. But the root of all of it is pain points, wounds. Both of you doing healing work because you believe that there is some kind of a state that life can be generally a lot more pleasant, right? The path towards that state includes uprooting the wounds, uprooting the pain points, healing them, cleaning, rewiring the system that affected by it, etc., etc. We discussed it already, right? So when you have an altercation, think of it as an opportunity to find the real pain points, right? If you can agree between the two of you that you're helping each other, it's not about, I'm going to fix you so I'm going to be happy, but rather we're going to heal ourselves together, right? Then whenever you see something in her or she sees something in you, maybe you can agree that this is an opportunity for one of you at least to heal another pain point. And then serve what you see, not from a point, this really bothers me. I really don't like when you do that. But rather, look, I see something is happening. I don't know exactly what it is, but this thing makes you express yourself in this and that way. Can you maybe look into it? Very different dynamics, you see? And it creates a notion in the relationship that we're here for each other. We're here to grow and heal each other and together. It changes the dynamics, right? So talk about what are the guidelines or the backdrop or the setup that you want to create in your relationship. This is it, really, right? If you can get into that mode, the spark that ignites the fight will be addressed very differently, rather than
Right.
then it's like, listen, something is going on. Assume you don't know because you're not inside the other person's psyche. Or maybe you have a guess because you know each other pretty well, so you can hint. But you do it in a gentle way, in a way that you want to help. That goes back to the teamwork, right? If you can get to that, it will change the whole dynamics, right? Rather than now, it's like a venting opportunity. You're doing something, rubs me the wrong way, I'm gonna show you. We're gonna talk about it, right? So, kind of more compassion, come from kindness, and remind yourselves together that you are a team, you are together. You're in each other's life because you want to be there, not because you have to be there.
Right.
So just, kind of sometimes, like in companies, sometimes you need to remember what's the mission. Why are you doing what you do? So why are you together? You're together because you love each other. You're together because you want to be together. You're together by choice. So let's grow together.
I feel like we we have addressed the things, like we've talked about it enough to know that for me it's the sense of being judged, and the sense of like, you should be here, you should be there, this should be further along, and this feeling like I feel like I'm enough as I am. I know I have limitations, but I also feel like I should be appreciated for all that I offer, and like that's enough, and it's going to be even better as you progress. And like the way that would help me to move through it, as opposed to constantly pointing out and criticizing, and that to me is the thing. The unconditional love thing, like love no matter what, like I accept you, like if you didn't change at all, we'd still be okay. As opposed to, if we're not going to be okay until you do this, and then I do the thing, and it's like, well, now it's this thing, and now it's that thing, and it feels like this shifting goalpost of there's always this thing that I need to do in order to meet this idea of what complete, or and then from my perspective, I see her sort of like constantly chasing, like a cat chasing a laser. It's like, now it's this thing, now it's that. So she's doing it with herself, and then also kind of expecting me to be doing the same thing with myself. And I'll point the thing out like, hey, like, I feel like it's like, it was the blood sugar, now it's the hormones, and now it's this other thing, and it's been this laundry list of, personal development type things since we've known each other. And it's like, look, I feel like you're good, and all you're doing is just like sifting through the trash, and it's like, oh, it was this, and it was, it was this, the soup from 2014 that had the gluten in it, that was a thing. And it was like, I don't think this stuff necessarily matters. And it's kind of this, it's not, I think it's done with the best intentions, but I also think it's misguided and also sort of maddening too.
So think about it this way. Whenever something upsets us, it's always only a trigger. Now, what does that mean? We experience something on the external world. So let's say you experience something your partner does, right? Rubs you the wrong way, right? She makes an action. You have a feeling, right? But the feeling that is coming up in you is not because of her action. It's because the feeling is already there. That's the essence of trigger, okay? So she does something, you feel irritated. The irritation is already inside. It's not the action that caused the irritation. It just brought it up, okay?
It's almost like aha, there was a thing that I've been knowing that's been wrong all this time, and it's like, I see it again, right?
Yes. So the external world is never the trigger for the internal feeling. The internal feeling needs to exist for it to be triggered. Okay? Now, what does that tell you? That tells you that the external thing, doesn't matter if somebody does something, or you see something, or you smell something, or you hear something, doesn't matter, right? The energy, that feeling is already inside. It just comes up. Okay? So if you want to stop being irritated by the external, you need to deal with the internal. You need to uproot the feeling. What's a feeling? What is a feeling?
It's in your body. It's a sensation. It's a
that's characteristics of
experience.
But what's a feeling?
It's an emotional. It's physical, tangible.
Feeling is a sensation we get in our nervous system, in the body, right? A thought is in the head, a feeling is in the body.
Okay.
But what is it really in the physical world? What's the physicality of it? It's an electrochemical current that goes through our nervous system. Now, what's electrochemical current? What is it?
What is electrochemical current?
What is it? What's electricity? It's
energy.
The same thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's energy. So energy in our body, we interpret as sensation. If it's a certain type of energy, it's an emotion or a feeling. And energy in our mind, in our brain, is a thought. But it's all energies. Okay? So the energy already exists in the body. The external trigger brings it up, brings it to the aware consciousness, so into our awareness. But without the external trigger, it's still there.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't come in through the external witnessing of some action or being affected by some action. The energy is inside. Okay? So if you want to stop getting triggered, you need to uproot, you need to release that energy. Now, where is this energy rooted? Any negative emotion that you have that is stored inside is rooted in painful events from your past, so-called past trauma.
Mm-hmm.
What's a trauma? Is a painful event in the past that affects you in the present. Painful memory creates pain in the present, right? Healing is converting painful memory to just a memory.
Mm-hmm.
So without healing, you're gonna keep getting triggered. It just, the events will change, but the energy is still inside. Think of it like a hook, right? There's a vibration that comes from the outside. If there is a hook, it will latch on the hook, and then you'll feel
Mm-hmm.
that energy. If there's no hook, it will go right through.
I was thinking a lock with like 1,000 different keys that work in it. It's like, what's the point of the lock if every key that goes into it can work? You either need to like get rid of the lock altogether, or really not. Obviously, have nothing is better. But
Exactly.
is that possible?
It's totally
Okay.
possible. But that's the healing process. You understand? So somebody that can constantly triggered by external events, the only thing I can tell you, they carry still a lot of pain. That is it. It doesn't matter how many decades they've been on the healing path. It just doesn't matter. The pain is inside, and that's the indication. So proper healing process can uproot, can release that pain. Once the pain is released, all those events that used to trigger, you're just going to look at them with compassion. Think of a rude person that approaches you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You have essentially two reactions. Like, oh, it's rude. Why? Like, either get with aggression or move away. But anyway, you're reacting to the rudeness. Or you can look at them with compassion. Poor guy is so rude. He must be in a lot of pain inside.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what defines which of the reactions will come up is if you carry the same pain.
Mm-hmm.
If it latches on you and it affects you and you become either aggressive or you run away, or you don't have any of it. So you can treat them with compassion because it goes through you. You see through the pain.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Mm-hmm.
Same exact thing here. So as long as you have the hooks, or as long as your partner has the hooks, you can change, you can be an angel.
Mm-hmm.
She's still gonna get triggered. It just doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not about you, it's about the energy that's still stored in her being, pain that she still carries and she can't release.
Mm-hmm.
So everything triggers her. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said when we started, this has two levels.
Mm-hmm.
One is the level of serving you, and the other level is you need to understand that this, and that goes to acceptance.
Mm-hmm.
So, am I in love with the person in front of me, or am I in love with the person that this person could be but is not?
Right.
So, am I in love with the person or with the concept?
Mm-hmm.
And that goes to, okay, where's really the relationship?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So if there is acceptance, all humans make mistakes. So there needs to be some acceptance. To love somebody, as you said, you need to accept them. You need to be happy that they exist. With their flaws, just happy that they exist. If you're not, maybe you're in love with an idea of who they could represent and not with the real person in front of you. And that's why they constantly annoy you.
Mm-hmm.
So those two questions need to be asked.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the answer is not that comfortable.
Well,
But they need to be asked.
No, we've talked about it, like, and she says she absolutely loves me for who I am, but also feels like stuff has to happen before we can achieve this higher realm. But
Why? The purpose of all of this for you to have a different insight into the dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So again, there's two levels here. You can use this as a force to propel you forward and to see better the things that you want to work on, but you need to decide which are these. And on the other end, understand the dynamics, and hopefully that helps you set the right guidelines and boundaries and set up to create the relationship that you both really deserve.
Mm-hmm.